Understanding whether your partner is an introvert involves observing their behavior, preferences, and reactions in various situations. However, it's essential to remember that introversion-extroversion exists on a spectrum, and people might display a mix of traits. Introverts are typically seen as individuals who derive energy from solitude and introspective activities, rather than from large social interactions. They might prefer quiet settings, engage in deep one-on-one conversations instead of group discussions, and often need personal time to recharge after social events. While introversion is a broad spectrum with many nuances, society's general perception often equates introversion with shyness or reservedness, even though the two aren't synonymous. In this video, we will share 4 types of introversions. If you're enjoying our content and find it useful, please support us by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for similar content. Now, let's dive in. The concept of introversion is multifaceted, and there isn't just one way to be an introvert. Over the years, various models and theories have proposed different subtypes or facets of introversion. One of the more popular classifications in recent years has been proposed by psychologist Jonathan Cheek, who suggests there are 4 subtypes of introversion: social introversion, thinking introversion, anxious introversion, and restrained introversion. Before we dive into these 4 types of introversion, a fun way to get to know each other is taking the Myers-Briggs test. Below this video, you can find a link to take the test for free. Now let's learn about 4 types of introversion and discover which one resonate with you and your partner. Social introversion is characterized by a person's preference for small, intimate gatherings over large social events. Unlike shyness, which is rooted in social anxiety, social introversion is about choice and comfort level. Social introverts value deep, meaningful conversations and often recharge by spending time alone. While they can enjoy larger gatherings on occasion, they generally gravitate towards quieter, more personal interactions. This preference can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, with others perceiving them as aloof or disinterested. Next is thinking introversion, which is defined by an individual's rich internal world of introspection, imagination, and self-reflection. Unlike social introversion, which is about social preference, thinking introverts are deeply engaged with their thoughts, often daydreaming or pondering complex ideas. Their introspective nature makes them keen observers and gives them a penchant for deep conversations, yet they can also be prone to overthinking. Their inclination towards inner reflection allows them to process and understand intricate concepts and emotions. Next, anxious introversion, which is marked by feelings of unease and self-consciousness in both social settings and solitude. Anxious introverts often ruminate over past interactions and worry about future ones, distinguishing them from social introverts who prefer solitude based on comfort rather than anxiety. While their introspective nature might lead to overthinking, it doesn't necessarily correlate with lacking social skills. Their heightened sensitivity to social feedback and potential overlap with social anxiety make this form of introversion distinct from others. And lastly, restrained introversion, also known as reserved introversion, is characterized by individuals who operate at a slower, more deliberate pace. They prefer to thoroughly consider their actions and words, often taking time to warm up to situations. While they think deeply before speaking and are not impulsive, their reserved nature can sometimes be misinterpreted as aloofness. Their tendency to be methodical and reflective means they value preparation and approach life with measured contemplation. These traits aren't mutually exclusive, and one individual can resonate with more than one of these types. For instance, one might be a social thinker introvert, preferring small gatherings and often getting lost in their own thoughts. Both introversion and extroversion exist on a spectrum, and most people don't fall purely into one category or the other. Many people have traits of both to varying degrees and can display different traits in different circumstances. Do any of these traits resonate with you, or do you recognize them in your partner? Let us know in the comments below.